All right, good afternoon. It is February 4th, 2021. Shouldn't take too long today. I didn't see much, but it was just an uptrend all day. But let's take a look at the trades I took, which another beating, another beating. So, all right, so we're going to look at my trades, and I think so. These are the overnight highs, overnight low areas, and I think so. I did poorly. Let's just start that way. I took 3 trades and only one of them worked. I think I was playing it as if it was supposed to be a range. So I entered using this as my signal bar. First of all, that's a first entry, okay? I think it's okay that I had the idea that it was like a second. It's actually like a failed third entry short, but right, first entry, second entry, first entry, second entry. Hold up. First entry, second entry. Wait, I'm pretty sure this is like a failed third entry short, but I treated it like it was uh, one leg down, 2 legs down, and I think that's okay. But oh no, okay, scratch that. Sorry guys, I'm referring to this. I took this. I went long here at the overnight highs. And just look at here. Let's say you draw it off there, okay? That's after, this is these lows. That's after the break. Okay, we didn't get 2 legs down. So I entered here on 2 legs down. So that's perfectly fine. But entering here, you only get 1 leg to break the channel and you don't get a second leg. So that's a mistake. But it's also probably a mistake because we don't have enough price action to know if this is trending up yet or a range. So at first, I think probably some people treated it like a range, but it turned out to be an upward trend. So anyway, so yeah, I got stopped out there. I got trapped, and I'm sure some other people got trapped, which is why I came down here. And then I took that again because I saw at that point, I was like, all right, well, this isn't the best signal bar, but you get a second entry, and it's off the trend line. I drew that off these highs. It's a second entry. It's off the EMA and the trend line, but also this is probably the second. This is that second leg down that I was referring to. You get 1 leg down, 2 legs down, and yeah. So I really like this. Somehow I didn't get. Oh, maybe I could only trade 2. Yeah. So my account went below the three contract margin limit. So I get this second entry. This works, and that's a good trade, and it's an uptrend. So yeah. Anyway, prices. Look how eager I am. This is like 3 trades within 45 minutes of each other. And so I go. What did I go? I went short here. I guess I didn't have the trend line drawn, but that is your confirmation right there. Because I started the trend line here, off this low. I should have known better. So I went short on this bar, and that's only that'd be like a failed first entry. It's a first entry short as well, and I got trapped. So those are my trades, but let's look at the ES. This was a pretty straightforward day, just an uptrend, and I had the channel drawn differently at first, in that I had it like off this low, and I was like, oh, it breaks and it keeps riding that line. But if you just drag it down off these highs, then it fits on the bottom too. So that's what I'm going to stick with. I forgot to label them. This is like a second entry off a failure. This is a second entry, but it's like going into the top of the range, even though you wouldn't have had that range yet. So that's actually it's pretty decent entry. Just the signal bar is weak. Here we get a second entry off the EMA, off the bottom of the range. And guys, I just copied and pasted these three ranges. So it just happens that these ranges are all the same size, and that's like market geometry. I'm sure you could play with this one a little bit, but this one perfectly fits up here. So always keep that stuff in mind. But how many trades did I mark? 1, 2, 3. Absolutely take this trade, and only 2 aggressive ones. So not much to talk about. So I'll try and keep it short. So yeah, when you come in 5 a.m., prices are like in this overnight range. So it's hard to see what exactly is going on. And I marked this. Okay, so we get this range, this congestion at the overnight highs. We get this breakout, comes back, and you get a second entry. Second entry long. It's also a failed second entry short. First entry. Second entry. Boom. Closes on its high. It's a breakout pullback. So, I mean, there are so many reasons to go long here, even though you might be a little nervous. It's off the EMA, too. I didn't see that. I might be a little nervous because I don't know if it's a range day or trend day, but there's a lot of reasons to go long here. And it does look like the prices are respecting the EMA. So anyway, price starts to trend up, and you're probably playing this channel a little lower now. So actually, you know what? No, because prices keep respecting this EMA. This is the only break below the EMA up until here. So that's another reason to go long here. So look at, you get this second entry failure, first entry, and then it breaks lower first and goes long. And so if you put your ticket or your stop order above this bar, that's a great entry. And here's where prices stop respecting the EMA, and we get the bottom of this larger blue channel for the day. So prices get congested up near the top of the trend line. I don't see. Is this possibly a? No, that's not a second entry short. Anyway, we get some congestion. There's no entries. This is below the EMA, approaching the trend line. You don't get any entries here. Unfortunately, you can't take that. That looks good, but it's congestion. It's congestive. I don't think you can take that. We'll see if Mack has something to say about that, because it actually looks like it might be a, oh no, first entry, second entry. It's a first entry, failed first entry short. So you can't take that. Not enough reasons to go long there. Get a nice leg up, another nice leg up. So that's 2 legs up to this high. Gets congested a little again. Gets a little far from the EMA. That's a failed second entry short, but you wouldn't want to take this because it's too far from the EMA. And I'm pretty sure you would have, that only looks like it's like probably 3 ticks or something. Anyway, you get a first entry, second entry. The reason I marked this in the middle of the range is because you don't have this congestion drawn yet. It doesn't look congested at this point. I don't think you would anyway, unless you see these 3 bars as congestion. Yeah, I like this. It's aggressive because the signal bar is weak. However, this is a big uptrend, and that's why I like it. But yeah, it's aggressive. Anyway, that at this point around here, you absolutely know it's congestion. When prices don't break above this level, you know it's congestion. Prices just bouncing around, come back. I wouldn't mark this even though it's a better doji than this one, just because at this point we know it's congestion. But I don't think that's like a second entry long or a failed second entry anyway. So prices break out of this range, and you want to measure. And this was actually exact copy, and it fit perfectly. So breakout, pullback, and that is a failed second entry short. So you might, but the signal bar is just too weak. I don't think you can take that. Even though I marked one earlier, if you get a good signal bar there, you can go long, I think, because failed second entry short. It's a breakout pullback. It's off the EMA, and it's off this level of support. So the congestion continues. You get a first entry, second entry, very low risk bar. And it's a second entry off the trend line. So take that. Take that whenever it's low risk like that. Okay. Congestion. This one breaks a little higher than the measured, what would be like measured congestion. I think I had it right here. Yeah, that makes sense. And yeah, not much to enter on. You get this like looks like a second entry long. That's why I marked this. It's also low risk. It's off the EMA. It's off of this level of support. So I think I like entering there. And I don't see anything after this. I'm only going long, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't even see anything after that for the rest of the day. So it breaks the trend line, and at that point, I'd probably just walk away. But this looks like a second entry right here. First entry, second entry that you could have rode up all the way if you wanted to. But this is after 12 anyway. So that's what I saw for today. What I'm going to take away from my trades personally is just get a feel for the price action before you're taking any trades. I thought this was going to be a range day, and I played it wrong. And you get one runner on this. This is the type of day you could probably hold it all day and get like a 30-point runner. So that's what I learned. I hope you had a great day, and I'll be back tomorrow.